the video which ran on social media when you saw one of our own ASP Nsiima Clive assaulting a female shop attendant.
That I'm ready, I'm talking. Can you have ever driven
in Kyanja?
You will not wait.
Forms of action as police, as soon as we got that information. We arrested Clive, and after arresting him, he was detained in our police cells.
That I'm ready, I'm talking.
He was
Can you have ever
subjected
driven
to disciplinary action.
You will not wait.
He appeared
You
both
fucking
on Tuesday and Friday of last week. They had not given me the formal, because I'm supposed to be given a formal brief on the court outcomes, but I am sure he has gone through that process and he has been given a chance to be listened to. The police will also give me a brief on the appropriate action which was taken out of court. Today, what I am quite sure of, because I had a briefing that he's appearing, either he has already entered the court or he's about to enter the court, but he's appearing to face criminal charges brought against him and that will be at the KCCA court.
That I'm ready, I'm talking.
Close of
Can you have ever
business
driven
today, he will have appeared before court to serve or to answer to the criminal charges. And I will also be giving you the outcomes of the disciplinary proceedings. So what I wanted to give you was that brief, that what he did, I gave you, I think I shared with some media outlets. We condemned it. We could not go without saying something about it. It was totally against our disciplinary code, and the best we could do is to make sure that he faces both disciplinary charges as well as criminal charges. So the rest we shall leave the processes to take due course. Thank you. Pardon? Yeah, that's why I want to give a brief on the basis of a formal briefing also to me. On my table as the PRO, I do not have any formal statement as to the outcomes of the court. The court have not given me anything. I arrived from Mbarara today morning, so I have come direct to give you a brief here. Yes. Is that all? He's giving us information that the girl changed her statement. By the girl, he means the lady who was assaulted in that matter which involves ASP Clive. I am not aware, but you are. But I can only guide as a police officer that if she changed her statement, where exactly? Because there are two courts. There's the disciplinary, there is the criminal court. Either way, even if she changed it from the criminal court, police does not have powers to determine the course of or the fate of that case in the criminal courts. Because what we do, we charge the officer, we get the statements of the complainants, the complainant and her witnesses, We also extract a statement from the suspect, and we compile a file, take it to the DPP. The DPP comes up with an appropriate charge on the basis of the evidence on file. What comes after is purely outside the ability of police to give direction. But what we promised and what we have done, even when we got a lot of naysayers, we promised that the officer shall account for what he did. We also promised that the victim will get justice. If she chooses to give a fresh and different course of justice, it is within her ambit, and we do not have power to change it. If the victim wakes up one day and says, I've forgiven Clive, I doubt police can do much more than what it is doing. Yeah. Then when we go to the issue of the politicians, who are, I think he meant the presidential candidates, and that students are undergoing examination, but some playgrounds of schools have been earmarked for campaigns. That's why we told you that it is very crucial for a given candidate to meet with a number of students. When you are going to use a playground, you will realize that the school which has powers over that playground plays a crucial role in either giving it to you or not, depending on the assessment of to what extent you will interfere with the school program. 2, police and other agencies. So what I remember saying here earlier is that one thing we would love to see, and I think what is still giving us that silver lining of peace today is the candidates and their organizing committees getting in touch with the all stakeholders, security inclusive, so that they map out the programs of the candidates. When a candidate is going to campaign, let's say 3 weeks from now, he may not have very clear predictions on what will happen at a given location when that time comes. But towards the campaign period, it's a matter of just meeting with these stakeholders. And we also expect the stakeholders to really give the candidate an audience and attention and even assistance, because they know the terrain better. If you are going to be in Koboko, you will find that the RDC in that area, the area DPC, the town clerk, if it is a school, those people know the terrain better than you. But you also have agents in that district, we presume. Once all those heads meet, they can always iron out. Don't forget, sometimes they even have disagreements, but those disagreements are healthy as long as they finally come out with a solution. So it answers, Ndugu, your fears. If a school will be engaged in an examination, you certainly cannot put a political rally in their play field. I guess even a candidate would tell that it is not possible before even is told. Yeah. Let's go to the issue of the carnival. Still, Luke will come over. My brother asked about the presidential candidates. We have entered another week, although I've answered part of your concern, but I still give credit to week 2. We have so far gone so well. I said it here, and I repeat, we shall be having challenging moments, shouting matches. You see people on top of their voices. For us in security, we understand. We have been at it before. Even those politicians are not new in this game. They know how tense political activities are. They are very tense. Sometimes people almost reach the brink of losing their temperament and going very uncivil. But even our own officers sometimes are challenged. But where you are not, we are doing a lot of talking to them. We analyze the nature of actions they take. We do post-policing reviews and retalk. So we are doing the talking, and talking, with the hope that we shall move this entire election cycle in peace, because it is in the best interest of everybody. We want to come out when people are saying, you did your job and you tried as much as possible to be as professional, just as we expect the candidates to do the same. If you have to win and people say you really won out of through a very clean and peaceful process. So it is our expectation, and I guess it's the expectation of the politicians and the expectations of the electorate. So I guess I answer you. There were fake news which would come in. The other day they said Munyagwa, Honorable Munyagwa, a candidate, had been arrested. I refuted it because it was not true. But we shall keep engaging. Thank you very much. Kati ku bintu byemu raisins nga bannamawulire wano, eyo issue ya officer wa Masaka omukyala yalabikira mu Katambi, si nga bwenziza wano leero sifunye briefing yonna ku wa investigations wezaakoma, era sisobola kwogera kyesitalina. So eyo kyensobola okwogera. Then ku issue waliwo munnamawulire omulala abuuzizza nti eno technology eya ITMIS yayamba etya mu kukwata omwami oyo abatta gundi abatta omwami we bayita Mutinisa. Mutinisa yali running a business y'okutunda amamotoka. Kyembadde njagala ogamba nze kiri nti nyinza obutawa details. Eyo technology ekwatagana n'ebyokulondoola oba ye chips ze bateeka mu motoka ku number plates. Ekyo at least mukimanyi. Naye sinza agenda mu buwanvu we bagikozesa na bagikozesa batya. Then n'ekirala sitera kuwagira ng'omupoliisi okuvaayo n'ototola buli kimu nga investigation bw'eba ekoleddwa, oba onafuya obukodyo bw'aba investigators